video, and today we're going to take a look at this Int EZA cell right here. I actually do have this guy at full level 10 links, so we're going to see how solid this cell can be at full level 10 links. This is a unit who I think is going to be very heavily impacted by the link level update. He has a lot of essentially sort of like shitty links, right? Okay, so that's Revival right there. This right here, this is Messenger from the Future, which is giving us 10% attack. This is Big Bad Bosses, which of course is the best link in the game. 25% attack and defense, just for most of the best units in the game, at least from the villain side, is really, really good. He's also got Kamehameha, which you can get with other cell units right there. Now this one right here, this is Attack of the Clones. This is 2 key and 5% chance to dodge. Honestly, not good enough. Look how limited this is. They should have made this like 2 key, 5% attack, 5% defense, and 5% chance to dodge or something like that. I think that would have been sufficient for how limited the link is, right? Interesting that there's a Piccolo that has that. Are you shitting me? There's a couple of Piccolos that have that. Okay, sure. Then this link right here, this is Ultimate Lifeform. Now this one is good. This is a crazy link. And Cell shares it with a couple of units that are godly. Angel Cell, this tech support cell, in LR Cell, and physical LR Cell. Ultimate Lifeform. This gives 2 key, 3% HP regeneration, and 10% attack and defense. So this actually is one of the better links in the game. This is very similar to Metamorphosis, right? Again, because you're getting key, attack, defense, and HP regen. Definitely one of the best links in the game. And then his final link, of course, is just Fierce Battle. Cell was like the 2nd ever Fierce Battle unit or something like that, or the 3rd, right? Now, keep in mind, I feel like this guy is actually going to look pretty good, considering his original release date is November 1st of 2015, and then his EZA release date was November 6th of 2018. I mean, this guy legitimately came out like almost 6 years ago. And he's actually usable, which is crazy, right? Again, the link level update helped him a lot. With LR Cell, we're going to have Messenger from the Future, Big Bad Bosses, Ultimate Lifeform, and Fierce Battle, right? So, again, we got HP regeneration and stuff like that. The thing with this cell, a lot of these cells, you just want to use them together. There's many characters like, we need a new Kid Buu, of course, but I want, like, a full overhaul of Goku Blacks. Like, I want, like, a new base Goku Black, like, a new Rose, like, just all of it, right? And almost sort of the same thing for Cell. We need a new perfect Cell, right? So there's, 3 perfect cells? There's this one, there's the STR one, and then there's the Tech one. All 3 of them EZA. We actually could use a new one, right? This guy is still really good. This guy, LR, but we definitely could use a new perfect Cell. Alright, so I did enough jibber-jabbering. Let's go ahead and see what our boy Int Cell can do. His defense was at 134k, which is not the greatest. But, I mean, there's limits to what, like considering the 134k defense, he came out in 2018. His EZA came out in 2018. Yeah, 1.87 is, that's bad. Like, honestly, outside of, like, a link battery for some of the LR cells, this guy's not really looking too impressive. He does greatly stack attack though. So maybe later on in a long event, I'll let him go for 15-20 turns. We could see him sort of build up some attack and see what he gets to. His passive is very basic too. He gets 90% attack and defense at the start of turn, and then he recovers 20% HP when HP falls below 30%, is what this cell does. So he does have, a couple of different ways that he can recover HP between the Ultimate Lifeform link as well as his passive. Again, with his links, he'll work up very well with, like, in LR Cell and stuff like that. He works better with the transformed in LR Cell. They actually share 6 links. So that obviously would be very, very good, right? But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think this guy, like, he's like runnable at full level 10 links, but he's just not that good. It's like, if I look at the numbers he does and compare it to November of 2018, it's like, yeah, he's not actually that bad, right? But, like, if we compare his numbers to today, obviously it's not holding up. I mean, we, under a 2 million attack stack? No, bruh. Under a 2 million attack stack. Although that was without support, right? Alright, so with Kid Buu, it's just Fierce Battle, so we're just gonna have the same links active right here. Wow, actually, damn. Okay, so with support, he's up to... Look at LR Cell, by the way. 260k defense. Okay. Sure, int LR Cell. Do I need to do a level 10 link video on that LR Cell? I actually... Have I done one on him? I actually am going to double check while recording this. I don't know. I'm actually going to have to double check. I don't know if I've done a level 10 link video on this guy. I actually don't know. Okay, whatever. But yeah, this 170k is actually not bad. Remember... Again, as we're going through an event, progressively he's going to get a lot stronger. And he is, you know, looking good next to this LR Cell, right? Oh, no, I'm sorry. They have 5 links active because they have Kamehameha. My bad. Yeah, they have 5 links with Kamehameha. I'm sorry. I did not get that correct there. All right, so let's see what we get. At 2.56, I mean, it's not the greatest, but he's so old. Right? Like, I mean, you gotta give this Cell credit for that. And again, the main reason you're using this guy, for sure, at this point, is to activate the links for, like, the LR Physical Cell or Int LR Cell right here. So, okay. I mean, he's off to an okay start, right? He's not bad. Like, you could definitely get away with running this guy. He does have, you know, a couple of different avenues of healing, along with reasonable defense with support. So, you know, he's not the worst ever, for sure. Alright, here we are in the Android category team. Now, what's unfortunate about this, see, this is why recording showcases sometimes can be a huge pain in the ass. Android 13 friends are not hard, or they're not easy to find, right? They're incredibly rare. Android 13 is definitely the ideal leader for the Android category team, too. And of course, Cell starts out in slot 7. So, I kind of would probably want to do maybe one more run with the Android category team. We'll see. The other thing that sucks is, again, I would like Android 13 a lot more if he was just an active skill unit. Because, like, this is the last turn we're going to have of his support with this Cell. Alright, so Cell in this rotation will only have Fierce Battle and Big Bad Boss as active. So, not exactly the most ever, but we'll go ahead and take it. We'll see what Cell will do right here. Remember, this is his first turn as well. 143k defense, huh? This is Cell's first turn as well, so remember, he is going to greatly stack, so the longer events go on, the better his power can be. I mean, you know, you definitely could run, like, the 2 Int Cells together in, like, the GT Legendary Goku event, and it's like, just as long as you make it past Great Ape Goku, I think the 2 Cells would be able to carry you home, right? By the way, I did double check, and I have not done a level 10 link video on Int LR Cell. I've only done one with the private server, which does not count, so I'm going to be doing a level 10 link showcase for our boy Int LR Cell at some point. Okay, I'll just go ahead and finish off this phase of Frieza. This is going to work out perfectly, because then now next turn, we're going to have a really good turn next turn. I mean, this is basically about as good as we're going to look on... whatchamacallit, the Int Cell, like, without, you know, being 20 turns deep or something like that. Okay, so let's just go ahead and, see what Cell can do. Now, he's gonna be absolute best friends with this Cell right here, this support Cell. I mean, we're gonna share, wait, there's only 2? No, yeah, okay, so we have 3 links. We have Messenger from the Future, Ultimate Lifeform, and Big Bad Bosses. And then we'll also get Fierce Battle from the LR Androids. There's a shit ton of support on this rotation as well. Again, we're getting an insane amount of support right here. Cell's giving 30%. The LR Androids are giving Ki and 40% attack. Man, these LR Androids, they aged so fast, man. They need an EZA, right? Give them an EZA. Just make them crazy. Give them a great chance to dodge. You know, 3 Ki, 40% attack and defense to Android category allies, right? Like... that unit needs help. I think doing that, a great chance to dodge and then allowing them to support with defense. 2.61 that was? That's okay. With around 150k defense. It's like, with supports, this Cell, you know, he could definitely be okay. He's not the best, but he's not the worst either. Again, it's, man, I mean, this Int Cell, like, he's reached probably the pinnacle of him being upgraded because he's already got his EZA, right? You know, link level up system has already happened. But he's looking pretty solid. I mean, I'm okay with this int cell. We'll see once we start stacking up that, like, greatly stacking attack mechanic of his, too. How high we potentially could get his attack, you know. I'm sure it definitely could get a bit higher, but we will see. Alright, so now we're actually over here on the Revenge category team. Not a team I bust out really too often, but, I mean, I don't know, the new Frieza and Dead Army is out. You know, we got a nice little support type buff going on right here. So if I had Cell in the middle, that would get us, what, Revival, Big Bad Bosses, and we get Fierce Battle, but I am not exactly sure Boo would be able to survive an attack from Frieza and Dead Army, so let's just have Cell in slot 1. I mean, his defense is looking okay right there. Again, on the Revenge team, this Frieza Dead Army unit, despite being a free-to-play unit, can definitely help out if you're running full, like, sort of villain Revenge. So, we will see. You know, we'll see if, like, some major unit, you know, comes out or something like that. Because, you know, like, all the golden Friezas are on Revenge and stuff. So, like, I could eventually see, like, an LR Resurrection F Golden Frieza being introduced, right? Like, LR Babies are on Revenge and stuff like that. So, like, Revenge could actually be a pretty solid villain team in the future. I mean, we have Garlic Jr. on here, who's, you know, the god. Like, they made Garlic Jr. so ridiculous, right? Alright, looks like we're not really going to do too much damage here, so this is perfect. We'll let this cell go ahead and super attack right there. And then I've also got GT Cell. I wonder, I mean, eventually they have to Dokkan Awaken the GT Cell and Frieza, right? Like, the ones from the Super 17 arc, the sort of, like, free-to-play ones that are supports. Because, like, I remember when they first came out, like, I remember, like, being like, man, I kind of prefer the free-to-play support-type units to, like, the summonable ones, the GT Cell and Frieza units, right? So, it will be interesting to see what's going to happen when they eventually give those units Dokkan Awakenings, right? Because, I mean, Otherworld Warriors, Revenge, a lot of these teams are going to get buffed. Alright, so Cell, right, is going to look really good with Garlic. I mean, every unit, every villain. Garlic Jr. is like a Giga Chad. Like, every villain. Look at that. 200k defense. Like, Garlic Jr. is just so silly. Like, he's so good. I love that. Like, such a meme, and they dropped him, and he's actually, like, just, like, crazy, right? Now, keep in mind, we're getting a lot of support on this rotation. Frieza is giving major support to the entire rotation. Because remember, Frieza is a support for the Revenge category. And then Garlic Jr., of course, you know, 3 key, 40% attack and defense. Just ridiculous, Garlic Jr. is. Alright, so Cell gets up to 2.29. Okay. I mean, at this point, I feel like we probably have seen enough of Cell, right? What Cell is able to do. Let me go now. We'll go to, like, Transformation Boost. And, you know, I'll maybe try and get Cell up to, like, turn 20 or something like that, right? And we'll see what Cell is going to look like. You know, something like turn 20 plus after he's been able to greatly stack attack for a while. And we'll see sort of some, you know, higher attack stats that he might be able to get up to. I think I'll go ahead and have Bardock transform right here. We'll finish off this phase of Boo and then move on. So let me know what you guys are thinking of this in Cell. Again, I think he's fine. You know, for a unit that got his EZA 3 years ago now, crazy that it's been 3 years since this guy got an EZA. It does not feel like it's been 3 years, right? You know, time is moving by pretty quick here. Alright, Super Saiyan Bardock should make short work of our boy Skinny Boo right here. And then we'll go ahead and see what damage Cell gets to next turn. Again, remember, he is stacking, so, you know, the longer events go on, the more damage we're going to see Int Cell do. He does, you know, we're not going to show it as part of this showcase, but he does also have that 20% HP regen when HP falls below 30%. Definitely something that certainly could be good in the future, depending upon the situation. Alright, so in this rotation now, we'll have Revival, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, and Ultimate Life Form all activated. 180k defense this guy's got. Crazy. Okay. Let's see what Cell does right here, and then we'll move on to Transformation Boost. Again, maybe turn 20 or so. You know, we could just come back, you know, deeper into the event and see the numbers that we're able to get from this Int Cell. Okay, and Int Cell for us right here gets 2.59. Not the best ever, but it's alright. Okay, there we go. Well, we saw his greatly stacking attack mechanic in effect right there, right? you saw the jump in attack stat right there. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Again, could be a lot worse for this cell. I mean, numbers are decent for the fact that he came out 3 years ago. Alright, guys, so I want to get this first rotation right here for our boy Int Cell. So again, we'll see his first rotation, and then we'll see what he looks like, again, like turn 20 or so. So right here, we're going to have Messenger from the Future, Ultimate Life Form, what is that, Attack of the Clones, and Big Bad Bosses. So, sure, let's go ahead and see what our boy is capable of doing. Again, this is his first turn, 155k defense. We are probably going to see him put up some impressive numbers again, as long as we have that tech support cell next to him. Like, they link up really good, and he's supporting that tech support cell. I actually still have to get him to level 10 links. I need to, because he's really good. 1.79. Okay, that's a bit lower than I was expecting to see right there. What the hell? Okay. Sure. I mean, it's fine. Whatever. We're going to be building up. We're going to be stacking up the buffs as we super attack and move through this event. So let's just go ahead and keep doing that. Alright guys, so we're 17 turns in with Cell having been greatly stacking. Let's go ahead and see what the damage numbers for our boy are going to look like here. 156k defense, I mean obviously that's not going to increase. We have a number of links active, so this at least should be a fairly decent turn right here. We do have a good amount of support as well with obviously Physical Kid Buu, the god of showcases. You guys know how that boy does. Alright, so 3.3. The only thing is, again, turn 17, maybe, like, this is around where, like, you'd be fighting, like, Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku, maybe in the GT Legendary Goku event. I don't know, 17 is kind of a lot, so, I mean, you could see that while, greatly stacking, it is cool that he does it. It's not like he's, going to be at, like, 8 million attack stats, and, oh, my God, he's doing so much damage, and he's so crazy. It's like, nah, like, it's... The greatly stacking, like a lot of characters that stack, doesn't seem to really be that big of a deal. I mean, obviously, like there's some major characters, that can really, really stack up their damage. But I think for the most part, a lot of these, like, attack stacking characters, like, they'll build, like, okay. Cooler is actually a good example of a character that does matter, right? Especially because he's got, like, all these built-in additionals, and he's doing guaranteed crits and shit like that. So, like, when I'm talking about that, I'm not talking about Cooler, who's on screen putting on a show. I'm more so referring to, like, a lot of these sort of, like, lower-level units, like a lot of the Kaioken Goku, like, the old Kaioken Goku and stuff like that. But, I mean, it's the way a lot of the old ones were sort of designed in that manner, right? So, alright, let's get, like, another turn or two, and then we might finish up. But, I like what we've seen from Cell. He's not the most revolutionary, game-breaking unit or anything like that. 182k defense right here. Wow, that's the highest we've seen him at, right? Revival, Big Bad Bosses, and Fierce Battle. Pretty good. I mean, Garlic Jr. is a god, right? Garlic Jr. is just, like, the better version of Physical Kid Buu, basically. Like, like, on a lot of the similar teams, just really, really good. 3.79. So looks like we are going to finish up. Oh, damn, you didn't get a double super. But looks like we probably are going to finish up with Cell being over a 4 million attack stat. Garlic Jr. is another character. I think his, like, stacking, like, it allow him to do extra damage. But Garlic Jr. is stacking. It's not like, towards the end of the event, it's like, whoa, Garlic Jr., 10 million attack stat, right? Like, he's definitely not one of those characters either. But again, Cooler is. Cooler certainly is putting up what I would consider pretty good numbers here. Like, our boy Cooler, I think 7.53 with a guaranteed crit. I'd call that pretty good. I think that's pretty strong. I'm waiting for the LR version of this guy. I think we're going to get it. Because we just got the EZA for the physical final form Cooler. Look how disgusting he is. Cooler did other attacks against Goku in that movie, man. They're going to drop an LR final form Cooler, and whew. I wouldn't be surprised if they took animations from potentially Metal Cooler, Base Form Cooler, or even, some of the Coolers from Dragon Ball Heroes. It really would not surprise me either, because, like, the recent LR Tech Gogeta, some of his animations were actually taken from Dragon Ball Heroes as well, right? So, we've seen a couple of characters who have had super attack animations sort of grabbed from that Super Dragon Ball Heroes promotional anime, which is pretty cool. All right, so we'll make this the last rotation right here. Again, we're linking up pretty well right here. You know, Messenger from the Future, Ultimate Life Form, Big Bad Bosses, and Fierce Battle. 190k defense here, actually. Not really too bad. So let's see what attack stats Cell gets right here, and then we'll finish up. So let me know what you guys think of this INT TUR Cell. Seriously, this is what we need. We do need stronger cells. That INT LR cell is very, very good, but he needs help. And, like, while this INT cell is okay, right, he's not, like, you know, main rotation unit in, like, the God event or something like that, right? It's not happening. We really need a partner for that LR cell. We need a new, just standalone, perfect cell. That would be really, really good if we could get one of those. Maybe like an LR or another Dokkan Fest or what. I mean, Cell's already had, what, 3 Dokkan Fests? But, I mean, they could give him another one. There's no reason not to. So, let me know what you guys think of our boy Cell, this bad, bad boy. He was okay. You know, for a unit that got his EZA back in 2018, he definitely could have been a lot worse. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.